Eden? Eden? Didn't want to wake you, but had a few things to do before leaving to meet with managers in L.A. No reason for you to be there. See you tonight. Love, Eden. Eden! Eden, wait! Yeah. Ted, stop her! What? Stop her! Eden! Kirk, she's already past the gate. Eden! Kirk! What's wrong? Nothing. It's no big deal, really. She was just on her way down to a meeting in Los Angeles. I decided to go with her. I changed my mind. Didn't tell her.
Well, try calling her down the hangar. Doesn't she usually take the copter so she doesn't have to fight the traffic?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Ted, she was alone in the car, wasn't she?
Well, but...
What I mean is that there wasn't... I just thought maybe her secretary or somebody else was waiting to drive.
No, she was alone.
That's good. Yes, George. Kirk Cranston calling. I'm fine. I'm in a bit of a rush, George. Tell me, is Mrs. Cranston using the helicopter today? She... No. Well, I see. Well, if you do hear from her, please have her call home, would you? Thank you, George.
So much for that theory.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Doesn't she usually go down the Orient Express most days?
That's exactly where I'm headed right now. In fact, if you would just grab the chauffeur, have him bring my car around to the front, Ted. Would you do that? I'll just be a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So anyway, how's Santana? Sorry I asked. Here, eat. I always find that eating helps me forget an ailing love life.
No, thank you, Mom.
Well, let's talk about a happier subject. I have to go to prison now to carry on another conversation with our friend Angel.
Angel? Why?
Angel. Well, the warden called and said that he has cold feet.
What, about turning state's evidence in the Farnham case? I thought that was in the bag.
I know. It was all set. The best laid plans of mice and lawyers, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, I'm going to go find out what the problem is. You know, I hate this job. And I want you to know that you wrote me into this.
Sorry.
You know, I gave up criminal law years ago for a very good reason, and I promised myself that I was never going to do it again, and I hope there's not a problem.
Well, let me know what he says, will you?
I will. You'll be the first to know.
Okay.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, ciao.
I love when you talk Spanish.
Wayne, did my wife come in today?
Well, I haven't seen her yet, Mr. Cranston.
I was sure she would have been in here by now. She comes in here virtually every day, doesn't she?
Well, yes, she does, but I don't always see her.
Wayne, will you check with the staff, please? I'm sure that my wife is somewhere in the building.
You're very good, sir.
I'm sure of it.
Wayne, this isn't the time or the place to discuss this. I will talk to you about this later.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Capwell, but Mrs. Cranston gave me very firm orders. You may not sign for any more meals.
Well, obviously, but there's been some dumb mistake. Have Eden come over here. I'll talk to her. I'll straighten it out right now.
I don't believe she's come in yet.
Well, send her over to my table when she does show up. And in the meantime, send over a waiter. I'd like to order.
I can't do that, Mrs. Capwell. Mrs. Cranston was very clear on...
It's all right, Wayne. I'll handle this.
Thank you. Oh, I wasn't able to locate your wife. I was just going to go downstairs and see if she's in the office.
I've already been down there. She's not there.
Yeah, it seems as though everyone's looking for Mrs. Cranston. Even her husband.
Thank you, Wayne.
It's 1 p.m. Do you know where your wife is? That Eden's a slippery lady, isn't she?
What are you doing hanging around here, Gina?
I just follow an old rule of mine. Go where the action is. And here you are.
What do you want?
I want some help.
Little handout for Gina, huh?
No, not a handout.
Keep your voice down.
I have a plan.
You always do.
To get Brandon back. And to get back into the Capwell mansion and get everything back that Brandon deserves and that I deserve.
Give it up, Gina.
And with a little help from you, I'm certain
I'll
I
help
could...
you out this much right now. I will pick up the tab for this lunch in return for a little favor.
What do I look like? Some kind of drifter that has to do favors in return for a meal?
Gina, all I want you to do is keep an eye on Cruz Castillo until he leaves. He's sitting directly behind me. Follow him and then let me know exactly where he goes.
Well, why don't you hire a private investigator? Someone who's used to trailing after straying wives.
Shut up, Gina. This matter has nothing to do with Eden and me. I'm trying to save your neck right now, Gina, and mine.
What has this got to do with me?
Well, apparently Cruz has stumbled on some evidence that could prove that you tried to kill Cece.
Wait a minute, what kind of evidence?
I don't want to go into that right now. Fact is, I don't even want Cruz to see us together. Well, will you do what I ask? Will you follow him?
All right.
Good. Call me at home. That's where I'll be. Oh, and by the way, you can have whatever you like.
Well, I guess I'll have the oysters Rockefeller and the veal with truffles. And, of course, your very best Cabernet.
Yes, madame.
Ted! And ask the kitchen to rush that out. I'm really hungry.
Of course, madame.
Yeah.
How are you? It's awfully good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Listen, looking for Kelly and Nick. Have you seen them?
Oh, they left when I was walking in, but maybe they left just because they saw me.
Yeah, maybe. I'll see you.
Ted,
What?
could I buy you lunch?
No, I gotta go help Kelly move some stuff. I guess they just went on without me.
I guess you probably wouldn't stay and eat with me even if you didn't have to help Kelly out.
Gina,
I can't say that I blame you. I just want you to know that I don't have any hard feelings towards you. I just regret all the mistakes I've made.
you've made some pretty big ones, Gina.
Well, I guess I'm paying for them now, aren't I? I lost the most important thing in the world to me. My son. Oh, is Brandon? Have you seen him? Is he doing well? I know you probably don't think I'm the best mother in the world, but I love him, and I miss him so much.
He's doing okay, I'm considering.
Good. I just want him to be happy. You know, I've never been away from him for even more than one night before I came to Santa Barbara. I love my son. I want him to miss me, too. But more than anything, I don't want him to go through any more pain. I want him to be happy.
Well, I think he's gonna be just fine. I mean, everything's settled down.
He's probably the only person in that house who really does miss me. You see, I was in the way of your mother and father getting back together. I understood why all of you wanted me out of there. Well, now that I'm gone, nothing should stop that from happening. How's college?
Good.
Have you heard from Lakin? Yeah, must still hurt your feelings, but I'm sure you'll find somebody else. A good-looking guy like you. How's Rosa?
She's fine, the same.
Has she managed to find anyone to replace that maid that quit when I left?
No, I don't think so. I think she says she's still interviewing people.
Oh, I see. Oh, my, did I order all this food? I can't believe it. Ted, you're going to have to stay and help me eat some of it.
I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Ted, you always were my favorite.
Yes, then as far as you know, my wife is still expected there in L.A. for the meeting today. I see. If she gets in touch with you, would you please give her the message to call her husband at home? It's important, very important. Yes, thank you. She must have wrote this morning. Dearest Cruz, I'm beginning to think that Kirk senses how strong my feelings for you still are. I woke up early dreaming about you, about us together the way we used to be.
I had to write to you, even though Kirk may wake up any minute. If you knew how much I want to be with you right now.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Kirk. Is that you?
Yes.
Well, you sound strange. Is everything all right? It's Gina.
I know who it is. Where are you?
I'm back at my motel room, but I followed Cruz to the police station. And he got out of his car, he went inside the police station, he went to work. I mean, he's a policeman. It seemed like a pretty normal situation to me.
Wait a minute. Why the hell didn't you want to see where he went from there?
Our deal was one lunch in exchange for one trip. That was it. I don't intend to become the man's personal shadow.
Gina, I told you he may be on to something.
Yes, and I would like to know what, Kirk.
I am not talking about it over the telephone.
Then how about meeting me right now and telling me?
No, absolutely not. I want you to get back over to the police station and wait for him to return. I just hope for your sake that he hasn't already gone.
Kirk, I think you're totally wrong about Cruz suspecting me. He was called out this case a long time ago, and ever since CC has recovered, everybody's eased off.
Gina, just do what I'm telling you. Or do you want me to give them a little help in solving the case? How about a little nudge in your direction? That'll take care of it.
It wouldn't take that much for me to tell Eden that you've known she didn't do it all along.
Look, you tell Eden whatever you want to. I don't really care at this point, Gina. But if you care what's going to happen to you, you will get over to that police station right now.
All right, I'll go. I just wish that I knew what was going.
Yes, this is Mr. Cranston again. Have you heard from my wife? When did she call? Did she say why she was canceling the meeting or where she could be reached? Well, did you at least give her my message? No, I haven't heard from her. I wouldn't be calling back, would I? Yes, hello.
Hi, it's me.
Well, Gina, where are you calling from?
My motel.
I told you, Gina.
Will you just give me a chance to finish? Look, he left a few minutes after I got outside the police station. He drove away.
Well, didn't you go after him?
No, I didn't. I was afraid he was going to catch me tailing him, Kirk. I went into the police station. I asked them where he was going. They said that he was going home, and then he was taking the rest of the day off. He was going out of town someplace.
Did you find out where to?
No. Look, they wouldn't tell me that. But the point is, if he's going out of town, he's certainly not working on any case.
He went to his house first.
Well, yes, that's what they said.
I'll take it from here. Yes, Mrs. Rojas, this is Kirk Cranston calling. Has my wife come into the office yet? No, she's not in Los Angeles. She canceled the meeting. I thought maybe she would have let you know where she was. Well, would you call around and try and find her for me? Thank you. I'll check back.
Yeah, Julia, you were right. I picked up a tail.
God's sake, do whatever you have to do to lose him.
I'm about to. I'll talk to you.
Lost. Where's he going?
Bye-bye.
Ooh, I still have the touch.